gets underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Rides to back and leaves it. Finds a little space. Got the first down and more. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right...
It's a running room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
That coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Gators line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
From the gun, running back on the move. Quick step and go. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Great move. Now he's got room. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he walks in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the ground, it's Holmes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught near the sticks. It's McCoy. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Seminoles are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Castellanos. That's caught. It's Robinson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Leads it with the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Now the play fake. Firing toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Does know where to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pocket breaking down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch in the middle, it's White. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last. Oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Gator ground game is working in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level. And with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. The throw to the outside is complete. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll
offense right now, they are doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Makes the catch. It's Davis. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college. Didn't start playing football until later. And in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. You think about Bobby Bowden, Steve Spurrier on the sidelines, Charlie Ward, Chris Swanky, Tim Tebow, Danny Werkle, Heisman Trophy winners. This game has had it all.
Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pittman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Skips away from pressure. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finds his man. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Gators line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Oh, they're after him. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trying to set the tone with the run. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The run to the left. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, You have to talk. You have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. What a grab with one hand. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Who needs two hands when you can just stick that one paw up there and reel it in? What a catch by that receiver.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Robinson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good...
Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The give is to Williams. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Noles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air, it's Castellanos. Snagged in the middle, it's McCoy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking to throw on 1st down. A full dive to haul that one in. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
What an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Castellanos. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He gets a block. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. This offense has it with really good field position. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback adapting. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the tailback. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
How great has this linebacker been in coverage these last 2 games now? That's now his 3rd interception in 2 games. He had 2 last week. First interception in this game on the opening drive. He's not only good against the run, he's not only good rushing the passer, but this guy is a monster in coverage.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Sturdivant.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Trying play action. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The play action fake. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job.
There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Wide receiver going in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground. And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Back to pass, it's Lagway. The screen, he can go. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And these are tough spots for the offense to get in. You're trailing. You've got to pass the football. Defense ready for it, sitting back. A lot of DBs on the field, break on the football. They know the pass is coming, and they take advantage.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. So now it's 2nd and long. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. I know they were expected to win this game, and they're just about to finish it off, but there is something to be said for handling this type of pressure.
Handling it and squashing it. I mean, what an unbelievable job proving that you're one of the best teams in the country. Like, leave no doubt. That's a good football team on the other side of the field, Palmer, that they just took apart.
Yeah, they've been able to fight complacency all season long. It seems like it never matters who's lined up across from them. They're bringing their A-plus game to the yard, and they did that here today. Statement delivered.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.